pain made you legendary. They threw you into hell thinking you would break. They counted on your fear, on your hesitation, on the weight of your own doubts. They believed that when the world turned its back, when the storm rose higher than your shoulders could bear, you would collapse. But here you are, still standing, still breathing, still fighting, and somewhere deep inside, they do not yet understand that pain was never meant to destroy you, it was meant to make you legendary. Do you feel it? The memory of their sneers, their whispered doubts, the silent judgment in their eyes. They expected you to crumble, to vanish quietly under the weight of your own struggle. They imagined nights filled with tears, mornings consumed by fear, and days wasted on despair. But you found a way to survive, not by hiding, not by retreating, but by facing it. Every insult, every betrayal, every setback, you stared it in the eyes, and you did not blink. They thought they knew the script of your life. They thought your story would be written by their cruelty, but life has a strange way of teaching those who pay attention, and you learned faster than they ever imagined. Expectation versus reality. They thought you would fold when the darkness came. They thought you would let their words echo in your mind, shaping your value, twisting your confidence into something fragile and breakable. They believed that every disappointment they planted would bloom into regret and self-doubt within you. But reality had a different plan. You felt the cold stare of failure, and yet you did not fall. You walked through fire they believed would consume you, and when your skin burned, when your soul shook, you discovered something extraordinary. You discovered resilience. You discovered that the human spirit is a forge, and every trial is a hammer striking at the steel of your being. Every betrayal hardened you. Every setback sharpened you. Every moment they thought they were winning, you were learning. Do you remember the nights you lay awake staring at the ceiling, wishing someone would save you? They expected you to wait, to give up. But you didn't wait. You rose. You rose slowly, painfully, but with a quiet determination that they could not see. You became your own savior, your own champion, your own lighthouse in the storm. Transformation, Phase 1, rising from the ashes. Do you feel the weight of what you have endured, the heartbreak, the failure, the moments when life whispered that you were not enough? They wanted you to believe it. They wanted you to bow. They wanted you to surrender. But instead, you discovered the fire in your own chest. It started small, a flicker of defiance in your heart, a quiet voice whispering, "I am more than this." Then it grew. The flicker became a flame. The flame became a blaze, and the blaze became a storm. You began to move differently, walk differently, think differently. You carried the weight of your pain, yes, but you carried it like armor, like proof that you had survived, like evidence that you could endure anything. Every scar you bear is a story, every sleepless night a lesson, every tear shed in silence, a river carving strength into your soul. Do you see it now? The chaos around you, the darkness they believed would suffocate you, became the soil where your roots grew stronger than ever. You adapted, you evolved, you transformed into something they never expected, something unstoppable. Look back for a moment. Remember the person you were when they first underestimated you. Do you recognize them? Probably not, because you are no longer that fragile being. You are fire. You are storm. You are the echo of every insult, every betrayal, every failure they tried to inflict on you. And yet, you are still standing. Conflict reaction, antagonist shock, and now comes the moment where they finally notice. They see it in your eyes, that calm, unshakable certainty, that confidence that radiates without arrogance, that presence that commands attention without asking for it. They begin to panic. They try to mask it with sarcasm, with envy, with their own desperate attempts to reclaim power. But you see through it. You always saw through it. Did they really think you'd stay broken? Did they think their words could imprison a soul that refused to be tamed? Did they believe that when life tore you apart, you would kneel and accept it as your fate? You watch as their hands tremble with uncertainty, their smiles falter, their power, once assumed, crumbles before the quiet strength of someone who has learned to turn pain into weaponry. You don't even need to speak. You don't even need to act. The energy you carry is enough. Every step you take, every choice you make, every calm breath in the chaos reminds them that they are no longer in control. And isn't that beautiful? The realization that your pain, their cruelty, their underestimation, all of it, has become the instrument of your rise. Transformation. Phase 2. Mini climaxes. You remember those moments when you thought you couldn't go on? When the weight of the world felt unbearable? When every failure screamed louder than hope could whisper? That is exactly when the transformation began. That is when you started forging the legend you are today. Visualize it. You stand in the eye of the storm, winds howling, rain slicing like knives, thunder shaking the very earth beneath you, and yet you stand, calm, resolute, unshaken. The storm lashes at you, but it cannot move you. Every drop of rain is a lesson, every gust of wind a test, and with each test you grow stronger. Did they see you there? No. They were too busy imagining your defeat, too distracted by their own arrogance to notice the silent power you were cultivating. And now they wonder. Now they question. Now they feel the unease of realizing that the underdog, the one they thought weak, is untouchable. Every victory does not need applause. Every triumph does not require recognition. You have learned that the greatest revenge is not in proving them wrong. It is in living your life fully, freely, and unapologetically. You do not need their validation. You do not need their acknowledgement. You need only yourself. And that is more than enough. Mini climax moment 1. You walk past the remnants of your past, the failures, the betrayals, the broken dreams, and instead of collapsing, you pick them up one by one and use them as stepping stones. Each step makes you taller. Each memory sharpens your mind. Each scar becomes a crown, forged in fire, worn in silence, admired only by those who truly see strength. Mini climax moment 2. They try to reach you, to pull you back into the chaos they know, but your boundaries are walls of steel. Your peace is a fortress, and in their frantic attempts to control you, you feel nothing but clarity, strength, and indifference. Their fear is your triumph, their panic, your symphony, their envy, your quiet celebration. Mini climax moment 3. And when you look in the mirror, do you see the person they tried to destroy? No. You see someone magnificent, someone radiant, someone unstoppable. Pain etched into your being, yes, but also resilience, wisdom, and power. Every hardship was a brushstroke, and together they painted a masterpiece of your life, empowerment, climax. And now, this is the moment they cannot understand. You have become unstoppable, unshakable, legendary. Every wound they tried to inflict has become your armor. Every insult, a sword you wield with precision. Every doubt, a fuel for your fire. You do not bend to fear. You do not kneel before judgment. You do not wait for permission to exist fully. Did they imagine this? That their cruelty, their manipulation, their constant push to break you would create not a victim, but a force, a hurricane, a comet, a legend walking quietly through the chaos, leaving awe and inspiration in their wake. And here is the beauty. They cannot touch you now. Their words bounce off the steel of your soul. Their envy becomes a shadow behind your radiance. Their doubt becomes irrelevant. You have learned the greatest truth. Validation from others is fleeting. Power is internal. Strength is cultivated. Pain is transformed. And you, dear soul, have mastered it all. Resolution, emotional takeaway. So now you stand at the summit of your journey. The storm is behind you. The fire that once threatened to consume you now warms you, guides you, illuminates the path ahead. You are free, free from fear, free from doubt, free from anyone's opinion but your own. Look at your hands, look at your heart, look at the scars, the bruises, the sleepless nights. They are not reminders of weakness. They are medals of war. They are proof that you endured, that you rose, that you became more than they ever imagined. And in that reflection, you realize something extraordinary. Pain made you legendary. Every betrayal, every heartbreak, every moment you thought you couldn't survive, it all led you here, to mastery, to peace, to power, to you. So walk forward, always forward. Step into the light you forged. Stand tall, for you are the storm they feared, the fire they could not contain, the legend they never saw coming. And remember this, pain does not break you. Pain builds you. Pain made you legendary.